Alright, Spirit Boosters. How y'all doing? Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome any new Spirit Boosters. Welcome back visitors, passing bys. Please don't forget to hit that like button to show some support for my channel. I really appreciate it. And welcome any new Spirit Boosters. I appreciate you all. And today's video is, as promised, a video about how I make biscuits from scratch. Crisis survival biscuits, and a way to vent when you want to get rid of some tension. This is a great way to vent making biscuits. Very relaxing. So here are my ingredients. I have 2 cups of flour. I'm going to use 3 teaspoons of sugar. Well, you can say a tablespoon of sugar. I'm going to use the buttermilk as needed to get my dough the consistency of when you open up a can of biscuits. That's the texture that you're going for. That texture right there when you add milk to your flour. And I got some salt. I'm going to use a teaspoon of salt. Salt is very important in your flour, biscuit, bread dough. And I have some baking soda. I'm going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. I got my clear cylinder that I'm going to cut my biscuits out with. I have some butter. I have some baking powder. I'm going to use a tablespoon of baking powder, which is 3 teaspoons. And I have some extra flour on my mat. This is the surface I'm using to prep and cut out my biscuits. You need a little flour on the surface so that your dough doesn't stick to the surface. So you sprinkle a little flour down there. And I have a 10-inch pan, which I'm going to use to place my biscuits in. Now, I have a rolling pin, but you don't have to use a rolling pin, as you're going to see later in the video. I use my hands to press out the dough and form it into a square to cut the biscuits out. Hope you enjoy this. Hope this is informative. Hope it helps someone to create some delicious biscuits. Just remember to use the amount of ingredients as I have shared with you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, Spirit Boosters, I'm back. I was looking for my tripod thing, but I don't know where it's at. Things get lost, so I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do where I can work with my hands and y'all can see me doing it. So I'm going to have to do it piece by piece. Sorry about that, y'all. But as you can see, I put my flour in the bowl, and here you can see that little clear spoon. I mix my sugar, baking soda, and salt together before I'm going to put it in this flour bowl. And I forgot to share with y'all, see the cylinder is what I'm going to use. It's a cookie rolling pin thing that I use to cut my biscuits out. That tall cylinder, clear cylinder right there next to the buttermilk. And I have a rolling pin. Now you can squish these biscuits out like I did when I was making my pizza. You can push the dough out with your fingertips gently, you know. And I've seen some folks, when they knead their biscuits, they squish the dough out with their hand, and then they flip it about 5-6 times as they squishing it out. And then the last time they squish it out, that's when you get ready to cut your biscuits out. You're just squishing it out, like making it into a square or a round circle or something. And then you do that 5-6 times. This is one way you can knead. It's just squishing the dough out, pressing the dough out into a square shape or a round shape, and then folding it over. And you do that about 5-6 times, or you can just knead it for a minute or so, a minute or two, you know, just enough. It all depends. And then on the oven time, I'm going to have them on, I believe, let me see what I had it on 375. I have an electric oven, and this oven does act crazy sometimes. So it depends on how, if you got a great oven, and if you do put on 375. Now my biscuits, I leave them in there 15 to 20 minutes. Your oven might cook different. So when you see your biscuits double in size in height, and then while they're cooking, and then they start turning brown, you could test it and see, you know, if it's not doughy on the inside and it's nice and done, then you know how long to cook your biscuits from just trial and error. I'm sorry to say that, But it all depends. Everybody oven cook different and work different, and food get done at different times depending on where you at too. So like I say, I'm cooking them at 375, 15, 20 minutes. Most time it's 20 because that's when they start getting brown around that time. And then when I take them out, I could, or before I put them in there, because I'm going to, after I prep them and make them and cut them into biscuits, I'm going to put them in the refrigerator for 10, 15 minutes. They're going to chill. Because like I say, coldness works great for biscuits. So you can put your biscuits in the refrigerator 10, 15 minutes if you got the patience. If not, you know, make sure everything is still chill by the time you're ready to cook your biscuits, because you know that's how they operate. I'm not the scientist on it, but from work cooking, you know, after you cook something for so long, you get the idea of how it operates. So that's what goes on. So you can put your biscuits in the refrigerator at least 5 minutes before you cook them. Chill them, babies, chill them. But anyway, after that, then you can put butter and honey mixed together, mixture. Like you take some honey and butter, or butter and sugar, just blend it well, and then, you know, put it on top of your biscuits. Coat your biscuits before you put them in the oven to cook. Then after they come out, you know, you can lather your biscuits again too. Okay, so let me get back. I'm gonna take my baking soda, salt, and sugar mixture that I stirred together. I just kept, you know, stirring it together until it's well blended. That's all. Then I'm going to put it in the flour, and then I'm going to stir that for a couple seconds or so just to blend it in the flour. Then I'm going to gradually add the milk, like I told you, to get the texture of a can of biscuit dough. What the biscuit dough look like when you open up a can of biscuits. Okay, so if you're following along, right now I'm about to dump the I got a knot in there. That's another good reason why you need to make sure this stuff is. Sometimes people use a snifter because it could have like lumps and stuff. That's the purpose of the snifter, get those lumps and stuff out for you. But okay, so my sugar, baking soda, and salt is being dumped in the bowl. There we go. Now, I also put some flour down on my mat because I'm going to spread that out. I'm not using my hand. I'm just holding the camera so y'all can see the idea, because, you know, I ain't got my tripod. So you would take the little flour stuff and spread it all out on your surface wherever you're getting ready to knead, and cut your biscuits out. So the dough, because the dough going to be a little sticky, and you need some extra little flour so, you know, it'll be easier to work with. Won't be so sticky. And press your hands. Put some on your hands too, and some on your roller too when you get ready. Either use the roller or press it out with your hand, like I just described earlier in the video. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down for a second because now I'm going to start adding. Oh Lord, let me see. First, I'm getting ready to mix my flour in together with my baking soda, salt, and sugar mixture. Okay, so I got to put my camera down because, let me see. Can I just put my, wait, hold up. Maybe I could just set this camera on top of this bowl. I don't know how that's gonna work. No, it ain't gonna work because it's falling over. I don't have nothing. Dang. Y'all, let me see if this will work. Nope, I need that thing. Okay, y'all, I gotta come back. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I just got the camera sitting on top of the stove. Nothing for you to see the buttermilk and the cylinder. Whatever's in the camera view. So you hear me stirring this flour together with my baking soda, sugar, and salt. What did I tell you? I got a tablespoon, which is 3 teaspoons of baking soda, and I had a teaspoon of salt, and 3 teaspoons of sugar is the same as 1 tablespoon of sugar, okay? And 2 cups of flour. I should get out here at least, I don't know, 8 biscuits. We'll see. We will see. Okay? I just like to thoroughly make sure this stuff is all mixed together because it makes a difference. And salt in your flour mixture is very important. So don't leave that salt out because it has something to do with the chemical reaction in the flour. You know, you're going to get some taste with the sugar and the salt. And that good old buttermilk. That buttermilk works well with the baking soda because it's like a leaven. I guess how you say it. Because if you didn't have baking powder and you just using the baking soda and the buttermilk, that's the leaven to make it rise. Okay, so that's enough stirring of that. Now, I'm going to be gradually adding the milk into my dough. Ooh, wait a minute. Let me shake this butter. How many of y'all leave y'all milk in the refrigerator and use it once it gets sour? Because that's some good stuff for cornbread and stuff. Y'all know that? Okay. I know some of y'all probably know. Now I've added. Let me see if I can hold the camera up there. Wait a minute. Let me get my hand in the way. I've added a little milk in there. I don't know how well you can see that. And now I'm just gently putting it together. Now I'm going to need some more milk than that. I know I'm going to be over a cup. See how I'm pouring in there gradually, little by little. Now other folks got their own way of doing this, just my way. And once you get to making your biscuits, you going to do what's best and easiest and convenient and makes sense to you your way. But just my way. Okay. We almost getting that texture I'm looking for where I can work with this dough. I'm going to add just a teeny bit more milk. There we go. This might have been just a cup of milk. Now, I got to get my hands floured and ready to work with this dough, so I'm going to have to set this down. Hold up. All right, set that down. Hopefully this camera won't fall over. Okay. I got to see about my dough here. Yeah, I think I'm ready to layer out on the surface in my little, whatchamacallit. Let me get some flour on my hand. Hold up, y'all, hold up. Here go the part. Ooh. Things get a little sticky. Like I told you. Yep. This dough is sticky. You probably see me putting it on the mat right now. Even though you do put flour in your hand, your hand's still gonna get sticky. I did plan on putting my gloves on to do it so it wouldn't be so messy because I gotta work with the camera. Okay, but since this is a sharing of how I'm doing things, I can't help but keep the camera rolling so y'all can see what it is I'm doing. Right now, I'm just gently getting this sticky, soft, so pliable. Ooh, it's so soft. It feels so good. I'm working on one hand right now, y'all, because I might got to cut the camera and stuff off. Okay, so here we do. Might as well keep it going. Here we go. I am squishing it down. This is what I mean. If you want to use your hand instead of the rolling pin, just press it out like so, and then fold it over. One fold, two fold, and then turn it. Oh, turn it over on the powdery side, with powdery side meaning the flour, and then just press it out again. It feels good. This is relaxing. This is a way to vent. This is one way to vent. I know I shared in a video talking about venting, how people, when they go through things, whether folks didn't realize it or not, we all vent. Animals, everything, vent. When you frustrated, irritated, you all vent. Everything, vent. And you can vent. You got all kind of ways. People probably eat their way out of irritation, frustration, worry, whatever. Vent that way. Sex, you can vent. Doing stuff that, like, breathing techniques is a way to vent. And yoga, exercise is a way to vent. And then some people vent violently. They do violent things that release pressure and stress. And that's the only way they know how to do it, is through violence. So, y'all didn't know, now you know. Okay, now you see me. I have flipped it over a few times. If you're counting, that's good. Now you see, I've ran out of flour down here on my surface, and my dough is still a little sticky. So what I'm planning on doing is putting a little bit more flour on the surface. You don't want to put too much flour because you don't want them to be all dried out. You want your dough to still stay soft and, you know, squishy. Okay, this is some kneading that I just did for y'all. Now, all them times I pressed it out and flipped it over, that's part of kneading. You could do a different way. You could ball it and press it away from you, ball it and press it away from you. But this is one way that some of y'all might find better way to knead. Now I done flip that over one more time. Now what I'm about to do is, I'm about to start cutting these babies out. I don't know how well y'all seeing this. Like, I just got this camera sitting on this stove. I could just be talking and I don't know if this is working out or not. Okay, we get ready. I'm squishing it out because now I'm getting ready to start cutting some biscuits out to put in my pan. I'm just pressing it out, gently pressing it out. You see that? I'm gently pressing it out. I don't know, it looks like it's about an inch or so more pressed out in height. Y'all don't know what an inch is, get your tape measure. Now, got it in a square. Look at me. Okay, now, whatever you got, a biscuit cutter or a jar or whatever, a cup to cut your biscuits out. Here we go. I'm starting to cut out the biscuits. Squish it down. See that? Don't twist it. Don't do nothing but press down. And see that? And then I just shake it out. I keep going around until I get as many biscuits as I can out of this stuff. That's 2. They could be smaller. I mean, not so tall, no big, because like I said, they're gonna rise. I don't know how many biscuits I'm gonna get out of here. Let's see. That's 4. Let's go for the gusto. That's 5. So far we got 5 biscuits. Let's see how many we'll get with the dough. Okay, now what you do with the dough that's left. Oh, wait a minute, let me get this off my hand. Because I got enough biscuit. I got enough dough in my hand for a whole biscuit. Well, wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to try to get at least 2 more biscuits out of here. What I'm doing right now is I'm squishing the dough back out. Get back in the camera. Squishing the dough back out. So yeah, like I was saying, it's lots of ways to vent, because you gotta vent. It's nature, part of your nature. Like certain things, other things are part of your nature. You gotta vent when stuff bother you, whether you know that that's what you're doing or not. That's what's going on. Okay, let me drag this thing in some flour so that it won't be so sticky. Look like we're gonna get at least 7 biscuits. Ooh, that one kind of sticky. In a knot. What I say, a knot, the little lump that gonna be left. I'm gonna shape it into this, into a biscuit. Okay, so I got 7, and this little tiny one I'm gonna roll it around in a circle because you don't want to throw your food away. This is survival. What did I say? Crisis survival biscuits. Buster. I'll be just tripping. Survival buster biscuits. This is one way you could cook from scratch and you can't get to the store, or in case of emergency, this is all you got left is cooking from scratch. I'll share with you ingredients you must-haves in your pantry. Baking soda, flour, sugar, salt, so you can make some bread. Now, I hope this was helpful to you, and it didn't seem like it was so complicated, and that you'll have the patience to do this kind of stuff. Okay, I'm going to wash my hand, and then I'm going to place these biscuits in the pan. So give me a second. Let me rinse this dough off my hand. So sticky. Yep. Making biscuits is a great way to vent. Cooking is a great way to vent. A healthy way to vent. You have healthy ways to vent, and you have unhealthy ways to vent. Because, like I said, you can scream, you can throw something, you can leave, walk away from the situation. And then, but you gotta vent. Healthy ways. Reading, art, just all that stuff to take away your hectic concerns. Make you feel better and relieve that pressure. Because if you don't relieve that pressure, you're going to blow a fuse. And that's not healthy at all. That'll make you sick. Okay, I do have 10-inch. You don't have to use this, but I do have 10-inch, parchment paper. It's some paper that people use, to bake, keep your food from sticking. And so right now what I'm doing is placing the biscuits in the pan. I'll show you once I get them all in here. I'm putting the biscuits in the pan like so. Yep. And all right, we have a pan of biscuits. Move this mat out the way. Okay, so there are your biscuits in the pan. If you follow along with me, your biscuits should be in the pan. If they're not, continue doing the steps until you get your biscuits in the pan. They're nice and soft, pliable dough shaped into round biscuits. You can make square biscuits too. You can make them any shape you want. You got a cookie cutter? You want star biscuits? Be my guest. Okay, now I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna put some butter on these babies, and then I'm gonna chill them in the refrigerator like I told you for at least 10-15 minutes. You don't have no patience, you can do 5 as long as it's chill and cold. Gotta get cold. Okay, so I'll be back after that, and then I'll put them in the oven, cook them at the temperature I told you in the amount of minutes, and be back with the finished product. Okay, so I guess, hold on, let me get my butter. Hey baby, I'm making biscuits.
You making them damn biscuits again?
Yep, you know you love them.
I know they some good biscuits. I understand, baby.
Yeah.
Go ahead, make them good old biscuits.
This is my last step. Thank you. This is my last step because I'm sharing that I'm putting the butter mixture on here. Okay, y'all. I slathered the biscuits with butter, as you see. Now I'm about to set these babies in the refrigerator, like I said, 10-15 minutes, and let them chill. I'll be back with the finished product. Okay, Spirit Boosters, here's the finished product. I have taken the biscuits out of the oven. I don't know why my words don't want to come to my mouth correctly. Whatever y'all getting out of my mouth is what you get. Okay? So, here's the finished product. Right now, what I'm about to do is take a biscuit and turn it over to see the other side. Then I'm going to slice one open. Hold on. Okay, Spirit Boosters, here's a biscuit I turned over so they brown really nice on the other side. So let me slice one open and do a taste test. Hold on. Okay, Spirit Boosters, I have sliced one open, added a little butter. They taste delicious. Some people in their recipes, they use shortening. If you want to do that, I forgot how much, is it a quarter cup or something like that? You would add in there in the after you stir together your flour mixture, then you cut in the shortening butter, whatever you would like to use, about a quarter cup or something like that. And I guess you would get juicier biscuits because you know you're adding a bunch of more extra juicy fat, because shortening is some good fat. But I don't put all that in there because, you know, for me. But if you want to do that, you can. But anyway, the recipe I shared today, these biscuits are delicious. Don't forget to add some butter and some jelly or serve. Bon appetit. Make your egg, bacon biscuit, egg sausage biscuit. I have shared the recipe. Hope you enjoyed. Hope your biscuits aren't rocks anymore. And remember, these are some survival biscuits cooked from scratch. When you can't get to the store and when things might get shut down, who knows, emergency might come whenever. Know how to make food from scratch, people. So, on that note, hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Just give me 2 of them biscuits.
Oh my God.
Give me 2 of them biscuits.
Oh.
Give me a couple of them biscuits.
Okay, hold on. He's kind of hungry. I'm trying to hot biscuits. Okay, family, I'm going to take care of my husband, give him some biscuits. Thanks again for watching. You want to say bye?
No, bye.
Say bye, Spirit Boosters.
Bye, Spirit people.